back to slay the princess. So I did went through this save file right here, if you remember correctly, and I just want to tell you, nothing changed. Nothing has changed from that option at all. There was nothing different besides a few dialogues changing here and there. I also learned that there's also a secret dialogue, I guess we could say, for all the outcomes from the memories here. There's 22 in total, and for each dialogue you have here, if you depending if you end with this first part or the second part, whichever one of those will create a unique dialogue for one of the questions there of how you guys first met. Just like for the beast here, for that save, I was eaten by her, so she referenced to that. But I don't know what happens if you are the stranger, prisoner, for example, like those two. But yeah, that's some stuff that can actually happen and occur as well in that sense too. But yeah, that's what I just figured out. So now for the next game file we're going to do is this one. This one's the den. We haven't done the den. My god. The cannot speak. The den. The creature's lair. Well, there's not much to say here, honestly, because we haven't explored it yet, and that's what we're going to do. So this is actually the second to the last one that I found, and have not explored yet, and I'll try to figure out the very last one on my own time. But moving forward, we got to explore this option.
That didn't work. We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is. Instinct was keeping us alive. Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done. So you know more than you're letting on. Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. And why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule. And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Let's see. Okay, what's the plan?
She spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out.
But she's fast. And she's clever.
We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is.
But you already know what she is. She's a princess.
Yeah, right.
I remember, she's a beast. We haven't seen her yet.
See, and one that had big, sharp teeth, too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job?
Sharp teeth?
You're right. This is different, isn't it?
I'm starting to lose track of things myself. Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much. Consider this your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you.
Clearly we're not getting anything out of him.
Let's see.
Like I said, I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
If anything, I've told you too much. You've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much in the way of motivation.
Okay, let's just proceed.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows, make her show herself. And what if she doesn't want to be seen? We'll figure out a way to make it happen. And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight, it will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be.
Okay, now we can get
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Of course that damn mirror's back, and of course he's not saying anything about it. Why is it following us? What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us. Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Yep. What if I approached the mirror without the blade?
You really think being unarmed is best? I hope you know what you're doing. But let's not forget that it's up here if things go south. The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror.
Exactly.
The mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm? You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness.
Oh.
If there were once stairs
Jesus.
leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound. You say nothing, maintaining the silence.
Oh, not
as you
saying
carefully
shit.
make
That got
your
me
way
killed
down
last
into
time.
The basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed. Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
Just rattle her out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of
No,
eternity,
I'm out.
the princess emerges
Exactly.
from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
I'm running this bitch.
Stage 1. Now stay focused. You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin.
Yes, I don't.
You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping. breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance. She is a broad and sickly creature,
Oh.
her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to
Oh.
bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
I'm about to say something very stupid, but for the sake of my own dignity, I'm not going to say it. Exactly. I have a very dumb one-liner to say, and I'm not going to say it.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started,
Whoa.
was she?
I just realized she got feathers. She has more than one limb? That's like... well, let's just see.
No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. And she realizes this. Her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back. You can imagine her saying, "Don't leave me here." But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you. If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted.
Yeah.
I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help. Now let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her? Well, I do feel bad looking at her. There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us?
Yeah.
What
we
an
really
excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No! You should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard. And beyond that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself. She is stuck, and you abandoned a perfectly usable weapon right behind you. How about you turn around, get the blade, and end this once and for all?
Alright, I got it. Alright, okay, alright. I was dealing some other stuff, but back here now. Should I approach her? Exactly. Oh, how about I approach her?
What are you doing? We could all just turn around and be done. What's your game? You and I both know there's no game. He's made a bad choice. As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve.
Offer her your hand, yeah.
You reach forward, offering the princess your hand. Ridiculous. She was about to kill you. Do you really think getting stuck in a tunnel for less than a minute has fundamentally changed her?
Yes, she's a victim of her own nature, just like we are.
If all she wanted was to kill us, she'd have kept trying. But she's hesitating, isn't she? Yes, she is. Her eyes shift from faux ferocity to confusion,
Okay.
sadness. She lowers her claw and places it in your hand. Ugh.
My God. What big
Do
paws you
think we
have.
can pull her out of there?
We have to try. It's a bad death being stuck in place.
And what if it doesn't work? What if we can't trust her? We have to trust someone else eventually. It's either him or her. And I know you don't trust him. I don't even trust the rest of you.
Okay,
That doesn't mean
buddy.
We have to go around pulling bloodthirsty monsters out of perfectly good traps. But we haven't seen what happens if we help her. Doesn't that mean it's worth exploring? I can't argue with that. Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll finally get some answers.
Pull her free.
Tug, but the princess remains stuck. What a shame that the bones of her massive form are too large to fit through the narrow tunnel. Keep pulling. All he has are empty words. He can't undermine us if we don't listen. You are all infuriating to work with. But fine, you continue to pull on the princess's arm and she starts to budge. She pushes with her back legs, clawing at the earth, a burst of strength aiding your efforts. The dirt and stone start to crumble around her. That's the spirit. Keep going. Yes, quickly, before the whole tunnel comes down on top of us. Yes, wouldn't that be an interesting development? What if the very nature of this tunnel was such that you were incapable of leaving safely with the princess? How devious.
Okay, buddy.
Does it
Okay.
collapse?
Oh, why would you have to say that?
Yes, it does. As you pull the princess free, the tunnel around you does exactly what you thought it might do. It falls apart.
Trapped. No, we have to get out. We have to get out.
It's too late to scramble for freedom now, little voice. You didn't think just pulling her out of there...
She's gonna be right
would
on top of
keep
me,
her
isn't
free,
she?
did you? Well, the ceiling collapses. Heavy stones tumbling down on top of you and the princess, and I don't believe it. Let me guess. Everything goes dark, and we die.
No.
No,
Yeah.
not yet. You
I know
open
it,
your
see?
eyes to see the princess, her body stretched over yours, her face wincing as she shields you from the heavy rocks and debris. There is space enough for you to move, at least for now. I'll be damned. So there's more to her after all.
The pack is always stronger than the lone hunter. We save her, she saves us. She understands.
Well, we can't keep saving each other forever. Her arms are already starting to give out, and there's a whole mountain of earth on top of her, just waiting to bury you both.
We can always dig. Both of us.
It beats suffocating to death down here in the dark. Then let's do it.
They threw the earth together. Yeah.
You and
With
the
what
princess
mandibles?
dig through the
I'm
loose
dumb.
earth
I forgot I have claws. Right.
together. How sweet. But it seems the harder you try to claw your way forward, the denser the path becomes. All of this effort, and for what? A chance to end the world? I hope you fail.
His words are nothing. Pay attention to what you feel and see.
He doesn't matter if you ignore me, because I'm just telling you what's happening, and what's happening is that you and the princess are getting tired, and your mouths are full of dirt, and it's getting harder to breathe.
I don't know. The ground seems
Harder to
impressive.
breathe is still breathing. Well, either way, the two of you are miserable.
Okay. Oh, he says.
I don't know. I feel like we're forming a bond with her. Can't be all that bad if we're bonding. She's not capable of bonding. Need I remind you that as soon as she saw you, she tried to eat you? You are not friends, and as soon as you're out, you'll see just how seriously she values your life. If you were so sure we were going to fail, you wouldn't sound so desperate. You're just hot air. There's nothing of substance to you at all, is there? I have plenty of substance. I have feelings and desires. Like my desire to save everyone in the world. I feel that very strongly. Do you smell it? Fresh air.
On my way to
With one
freedom.
final massive heave of her body, the princess pushes her way out of the tunnel, leaving you behind in the quickly collapsing space you once shared. Yours was an alliance of convenience, just as I predicted. She has left you to die, buried and alone. You are unbelievably petty. My pettiness is nothing compared to yours. You were delighting in my suffering and the damnation of the entire world just moments ago. She hasn't left. She's coming back. Don't you hear her? No, she isn't. She's... How many times do you have to be wrong before you stop talking? The princess stares down at you from the opening. Before the tunnel can finish sealing itself, she cranes her elongated neck and gently plucks you from the earth. She carries you across the half-collapsed ruin that was a cabin, carefully setting you down by the door. If there were to be a record, let it show that I tried. I really, really tried.
Yes,
There
you
won't
did.
be a record, will there?
Yep.
You open the door,
Aw.
the two of you stepping out into the
Oh,
fresh
she has
air
more limbs.
and collapsing
Whoa.
together onto the dewy grass of the outside world. Ha! We're outside, and there's ground beneath our feet. I don't see any oblivion. Admit it. There never was an end of the world coming, was there? Yeah, we got him there, didn't we? I don't think I've ever seen him stunned into silence before. Can't you feel the hole where he was?
Yeah.
He's gone. Fancy that. I'm not sure gone is good.
Aw. They ask. Oh. One giant fluffy animal. And there she goes.
She's gone. And there's that.
Something.
I'm begging. It's different. You're right. Part of me wants the truth.
It's the same thing. Moving forward. I've grown. Oh, it's me. Hold on.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, it does.
Yes, this one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice.
Devour me. Oh. Well.
Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
That is concerning. Okie dokie. What happens now?
Nothing, as there is no exit. Bring me more.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks, you won't.
Yep. I die. There we go.
You're on a path.
Okay, hold on, broski. Let's see. Be dead. Maybe there's more to her than we thought. Your mouths are full of dirt. She has left you to die. Are we free? Of real instincts? Now me. Okay, let's see. Told you not to flinch. I told you. Leave her to starve. Wait in silence for your end. To consume is to become. Ending this. There's a lot more to the den. But judging by how that plays out, I don't even know there's another option. What's there? Okay, I might do the adversary next, honestly. I might do that next. Because that's still new. I still gotta explore the choices. I explored most of them, but I still don't understand a few of them, honestly. There's that part. And then I might have to do, what? These four right here, honestly? The beast? I got the beast down here to the den. I want to explore a little bit more of the nightmare. There's more on the spectrum I want to explore. But right now, I want to do the adversary and the tower. That's what I'm going to do next.
You're here.
That's my next plan.
You make your... The interior blade.
Okay, let's see. She looks so sad right there. Let's see. Should I over it? Yeah, I'll just make. Yeah, let's just do it here. Okay, for the adversary, what was that again? I kind of forgot. Oh, right, at the fighter. I think I do have to take the blade for the adversary.
The daughter... Good. You're still listening to reason.
How about you?
Look, don't you dare. You ignore the...
You poor.
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in this. So.
She's on up.
Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the prince. The two of you. You squint. So do at least nobody. You're going. Doubt unfold. A moment of distraction. It feels holy, though she's unarmed. Your blade. We can still. Excuse. Do you think that? Can you not feel all those the two of you clash for the final?
Oh.
There we go. Adversary. Hey, did it. Mastermind.
Warn. She will lie. The cabin. The blade.
Okay, I gotta see. What do I do? I know I did it for my last run. But I didn't fight her, that's why. Should I take the knife? I guess I'd take the knife for this one. How about that?
The door to the basement.
What if I just turn around?
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal. And then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Run like hell. Die. Die. Yes, I love that option.
How about we get the hell out of... Little Voice doesn't have the chance to finish that thought before the princess barrels into you and smashes your body into the rough stone wall. Can I finish my thought now? Sure. Why not? Here. So glad we could stick around to hear the end of that. But I'm afraid that's all the time you had left. Why, for the love of
I figured that would happen.
everything, did you stop to think? What did you expect you'd come up with? It doesn't matter, because everything goes dark and you die. Great job. No, come on. We can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her. Dead is dead.
That was hilarious as shit. I just want to see what happens, but of course I'm not going to do that, duh. That was way too easy just to pass out the opportunity. I just got to see what that was.
You take...
Alright, let's go fight her
That
ass.
fierce... Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the whetstone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum. The
Damn!
weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing!
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You get it, don't you?
I guess. I do!
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here. Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there. Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose. We're fine! You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said, we're fine.
We're fine, yes.
Fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet. You and the princess attack each other once again,
Jesus.
each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead?
Nope.
Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over.
It's finally over.
It's finally over. No, it's not. We're just getting started. But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that. Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Yeah, let's go.
Your eyes
I didn't hear no
open and
bell.
Push yourself back to your feet. Alive. Ha! I told you.
I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be. No!
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's
go
go
again.
again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all.
Yeah.
You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Are you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untether. What's that supposed to mean? Just in case she decided to beat my ass again. Let's just save here.
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But
Oh.
you did say it, so it means something.
Oh,
Stop
I get it
bickering
now.
over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
The princess can't fly. Can't die. Can't die. Right, I think you're right. I mean, like, the princess can't die, don't you? Well, still, I think, bro. Okay, they're like all the same thing, but what about the lie?
But you did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself
A
stiff
drink.
What
the
At the end of
fuck?
everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, "Your destiny awaits," right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on.
That's
You
true.
mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
You on your adversary? I see now.
With an unbreakable
I get
determination,
it now.
you snatch the
Okay,
blade
how
from the
smart.
floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other.
Yep.
Your blade digs into her neck,
Oh,
grinding against her
Jesus.
vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing.
Dear Lord.
You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage. And then we get up.
Oh, God.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Okay.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows.
Oh my
Sometimes you manage to strike
God.
first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Dear Lord.
And
It's
then you
brutal
get
and
up
brutal.
and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Yep. That's the end.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it?
No. That's it. We're done.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Crazy over something.
What are
Whoa.
you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this? Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything. Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
I
Yep.
feel so... tired.
There she goes.
She's gone. And is that a...
Okay, okay.
Screw the mirror. We just...
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality, and whenever you are ready,
Let's see. Any thoughts?
this one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now, I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Okay, let's go for it.
I will long for your return. We will meet again.
Got it. There we go.
You're on a...
Okay. Oop. Oh, press that. Okay. Should I do the tower next? I guess I can, honestly. Yeah, let's just do the tower.
You're here to... You make...
For the next tower, what we're going to do is we're going to submit
The
to her
interior-
immediately.
You take...
Hey, I think I need to kill you.
You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Yeah, it wasn't a
I
joke.
know.
She makes... Don't...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
A gate will be fine.
No.
Oh?
You know why you're here. Doubt on a moment of distraction. Holy sh... Though she's unarmed. The shot your blade... We can still... Are you serious? You lacked the wit, the princess. This is the end.
Is this really the...
She plants her foot, and then she leans into it with the...
It's too bad.
Everything goes dark. And you...
Yep. That's the
You're on
tower. Okay, dokie. We're just gonna go to the cabin.
She will...
Who cares?
That's
Go to
what
the
you-
cabin. Go to
The
the
interior-
cabin. And then we're
What
gonna
do
go
we
to
think
the
we don't-
cabin. Then we're just gonna ignore the blade.
No
And we're gonna go to the basement. Blah 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 blah
Making your
blah
way
blah
down
blah
the
blah blah.
spirals, the
Yeah, I know. I'm
princess
skipping through this
towers
real
over
quick.
you.
I know that I'm really skipping through this part because we've seen this so many times already that I don't think you guys need to see some of the parts here.
The chain is nothing to her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You are more than a little disappointed.
She's
Shut up.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird.
Oh, I forgot she says that. Exactly. Oh my god.
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met.
Yeah, skip that.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
You weak
Something
buffoon.
about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
All you have to do?
Pledge myself to her.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
No.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
God damn. She's fine. Exactly.
You can't
Holy
just walk
shit.
into her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No.
Same thing.
It used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
What happens then? Yeah.
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever. Please don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
That's funny.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist.
That's funny.
She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you
Oh
are.
my god. Exactly.
It's time for us to leave.
God, whoever voiced her did it way too not even scary at this part. It's just like it sends too many mixed signals. That's the biggest problem. But hey, it's still good. It's still good in the end. What happens now?
Nothing. And then everything.
I guess. Oh, there she goes. Yep. That was fast. Exactly. That's probably like the fastest I got that thing done, because I already know what I'm doing.
And is that...
No.
This... I don't want...
Shut up. didn't die. I bloated. Oh, wither. Keep forgetting, I don't get bloated. I am me. I groan. I wither. I unravel. Become nothing.
I am a growing chorus. Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I don't care. Let's see. Well, that was really fast for the tower, honestly. I think that's all for the tower, honestly. Oh no, besides that, right, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the last 3-1. I didn't get that one. I'll do that later. Okay, moving forward. There it is, my cursor's up there. What do you think of this
this
vessel?
one is dominance.
Hell
A
yeah.
figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
I don't like how you just said that. Okay, weirdo. Let's just end off and forget me.
I will be.
And I die. Rip. Becky!
Your honor?
I don't care, narrator. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Let's just go. Alright. Let's see. So we got the adversary at the tower. There was one thing with the nightmare I wanted to try, honestly. Because you can slay her, but something else would not happen. And I know the Spectrum has one of them as well, too. You can slay her. It says here, attack the spirit with Cold Sting. Exorcise it from your body. For your lost soul. To your home. Yeah, prisoners all done. So you gotta do the cage. I don't left much. Slayer. There's a lot still have to do. I know I finished the gray. The gray's all done. I finished the prisoner, so we gotta do the cage. Finish. Well, I think a couple, honestly. There's still more at the deal. I'm not even done with the game yet. Should we go back to the Spectrum? Sometimes when you cut something out of you, a piece of you leaves with it. Oh. That's the Spectrum! Oh, that's the Spectrum is this one! It is the Spectrum, yeah. Razor's Betrayal, Witch's Betrayal. This one's also weak and dying. This one's different. That one's just free her and kill her. And that's just freeing her in general. These two are two different. So this is definitely the Spectrum ending. Yeah, that is. Okay, let's do the Spectrum then. How do I get the Spectrum? Oh, I have to kill her and not check her corpse. Right.
You make a warning, she will love. The interior blade.
In case I mess this up, let's just save here. Wow. Now what I meant to do. There we go.
You take.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long.
You step forward.
Oh, no talking then.
Nope.
I'm probably so.
She's unarmed. You lunge for. You feel flesh.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? Do you actually?
It's like she. Yes, exactly. You open the cabin.
And it's the void.
What's done? This is. I do. The blade. I can hear. I made this happy little.
And I died. Okay, let's go to cabin.
Oh.
Speedrun. Speedrun 101. I just speedrun this bitch.
The blade. It feels like I've...
Okay, we're gonna save right here, and that'll be our next video. That was fast, wasn't it? But yeah, I'm gonna leave the episode here, and I'll, like always, I'll continue where we left off, and we get to explore more options I've never seen, and maybe for the next one, I'll try to attempt the... I forget what it's called. This thing. I can exorcist my body. I have no idea how the hell I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna play with this a little bit. And if I catch something else different, I'll keep it, and I'll just show you guys next episode. So yeah, I'm gonna end it off here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.